The breaking news this morning, the Bills have released those renderings of the new stadium. Let's take a look at what it could look like when construction is completed and the stadium opens, expected in 2026. Now, there is on those renderings written words that they're subject to change, so be aware of that. According to the team, the exterior will showcase the historical architecture of Buffalo while still having a modern look. These images have been released ahead of tonight's public meeting on the project's environmental study. That'll happen at 6 o'clock at the Orchard Park Community Activity Center. And we'll have more of this online at WIVB.com. We'll also have more right now with Ron Raccuia, the Executive Vice President of the Buffalo Bills. Ron, good morning. Thanks for being with us. I know that fans have been waiting for these. I'm sure you've been anxious to get them out. What should fans' eyes be drawn to as they take a look at these images?
Hey, good morning, Chris. Happy to be with you. Yeah, it's the first set of images. It's day one of this process. We're excited about what we had to show. The key to us is that seating bowl. We said that we're going to build a stadium built for Buffalo that emphasizes the football experience, fans close to the field, intimidating, loud, exciting, and we really think we nailed it. So hope the fans feel the same way.
Now, these released the morning of this meeting on the environmental process. Can we expect these to be discussed further at that meeting tonight, that public meeting at the Orchard Park Community Activity Center? That
release is totally coincidental. Got to say that first. The secret hearing is run by the county. We'll be there as needed, but that's really up to the county to decide how they're going to position it and what's going to be discussed.
You told me when we were in Palm Beach in Florida at the league meetings earlier this year that this stadium would look so much different from the current one. It does. What are some of the big differences that we see in these images compared to the current stadium?
Well, first of all, it's 360-degree enclosed on the exterior. Obviously, the canopy is a huge difference. This will have a tremendous amount of wind mitigation factors, a lot of temperature comfort amenities inside the bowl. The footprint is bigger. Obviously, what we're terming family circle right now generically, but the outside with the large buffaloes going to be a great gathering space for the community, not just on game days, but 365 days a year. All of those things are really exciting for us, and we can't wait to keep developing them and showing them to the community.
A bit difficult to tell the scale there. We do see the canopies. About how much does that cover? It looks like certainly the upper decks and maybe part of the lower deck as well.
Yeah, right now the canopy covers 65% of all seating.
And then we also see in the images sort of some red glow. Is that where we're seeing some of that climate-controlled heating?
Radiant heating is that red glow. It's prevalent throughout the stadium in pretty much all aspects. And that's just the radiant while you're in the seating bowl, but there's a tremendous amount of controlled and temperature conditioned spaces throughout.
We've been talking a lot also about spots where fans can meet up and gather that's outside of their seats. As we take a look at the renderings, can you kind of point out to me spots where we might be seeing that?
I think in the rendering, you see it primarily in the end zone. In the corners, you're going to see that on both sides. Obviously, you don't see a 360-degree view right now, but there's those spaces everywhere. In the concourses, places where you can watch the game, places that are really close to the field that fans can gather, and then certainly in the outer perimeter as well.
And I do understand the renderings are subject to change. How close do you think we're talking about to the final result? 90%, 95%? Can you put a number on it?
I would just say extremely close.
Okay. The team has also released some information or some details about how tickets for this stadium will work. I know you guys have told season ticket holders to expect after they renew for next season to get more information. Can you lay out that timeline for us?
Chris, I'm going to punt on that one a little bit. I've been so focused on getting this deal closed and the renderings and that. Our ticketing staff is really up to speed on it. I thought they put out a great statement with our release, numbers to call, website to visit. I don't want to say anything that's wrong, so I'm going to leave it up to the experts, and they can answer those questions.
Fair enough. You talked about getting this deal closed. We're waiting for those binding agreements, the several of them that you, the state and the county, are going back and forth on right now to be signed. Can you give us an update from the team's perspective, how close you guys are to finalizing the binding deal?
Yeah, we feel like we're getting closer every day. The county executive said it really well several times that these are complex agreements. I can tell you that everybody is working collaboratively. We're working day and night, every single day to get it done. Are we close? I don't know. I mean, we need to be, and we're working towards it. So, we'll just keep doing our job, keep moving it closer and closer, and hopefully we'll get it done really quick.
All right. And is there any reason, just last question, just a yes or no will be fine, fans should be concerned that those deals haven't been completed yet?
No. They're not complete, but there's no reason for them to be concerned. The governor is committed, the county executive, we're all on the same page. It's just very complex. We'll just keep working at it every day.
All right, Ron Raccuia, the Bills Executive Vice President, thanks so much for being with us as everybody's been waiting for these. I know you know that, so I'm sure that you're happy to get them out there to fans. Thanks for being with us, Ron.
Thanks, Chris. You have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Mike Syka.